finding that truth somewhere gets you closer to yourself, gets you closer to who you are. And then go deeper into my own thoughts about how I see myself, where I am, what I'm doing. Lots of history so ingrained in the spirituality of the Buddhist tradition. And for me, that oneness brought about this sense of peace, that no matter where I am, and no matter what I'm doing, everything that I am is supported by that greater sense of unity. Day 2 in Leh, Ladakh, northern India, and I'm super excited because today we're going to be doing monasteries. There's the Thiksey Monastery, which is one of the main ones here in the Ladakh area, and then we have 2 other smaller ones that we got planned for today. So my guide's going to be here in the next few minutes, and we're going to head out. We're going to go to these monasteries. It's a beautiful day outside. I've got my stuff packed up. There will be time for introspection, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of this trip when we get up there. I want to have very few expectations, but of course the mind tells you, hey, this is going to be an awesome place. When I get up there, I want to just soak myself in the serenity, the calmness, and then go deeper into my own thoughts about how I see myself, where I am, what I'm doing, the place that I'm at in my life, all these things. And that's one of the reasons why I've decided to come to this place, because I think that's that going out to places like these and finding that truth somewhere, right, gets you closer to yourself, gets you closer to who you are. And sometimes they can say you can go around the world looking for God and God is within you, right? So that's also true. But until that day, I'm going to keep going out and trying to find and keep exploring and seeing what the world has to offer. So let's go.
As we drove, the city slowly started to fade away. The noises became quieter, the sky became wider, and the roads became emptier. But the strangest thing happened. The quieter the world around me got, the louder the noises in my mind became. When I first arrived at Thiksey, I think a part of me expected something to happen. Not a big miracle, not some sort of a dramatic moment, but just that feeling, a sign that I had come to the right place. But the monastery did not perform for me. It simply just stood there.
Just finished our tour up to Hemis Monastery in Ladakh, and now heading over to a nice place to have lunch. It was a great experience. There was monks in there that were doing prayer. I got a chance to sit with them and just sit in prayer for about 10-15 minutes, which was great. We're not allowed to do any filming or photography when it comes to the monastery, but you are allowed to shoot outside. So I was able to get some good footage from the outside of the monastery, which was good. This is the restaurant that we're going into. It's pretty cool. I got my guys in the back waiting for me to have some dinner or have some lunch. So it should be really good. Next stop, we're heading out to Thiksey Monastery, which is another one of the beautiful monasteries in this area. So let's go there.
I thought maybe the silence here would speak differently. Maybe the mountains, the monasteries, the prayer wheels, the actual age of this place. Maybe something would finally make the noise inside me settle. Inside, the burden of questions I carried started to feel light. Not completely lifted, just lighter. With a sense they belonged to a pace of life that was moving too fast to hear anything clearly. Everything here seemed to move at a different pace. The people, the wind, even the silence, everything around me. Nothing was rushing to give me what my mind was demanding, answers.
So we just walked from Thiksey Monastery, which was an amazing place. Again, monasteries are very spiritual very humbling. Lots of history, so ingrained in the spirituality of the Buddhist tradition that it's incredibly gratifying to be in its presence. Right now, we are walking to Shey Palace, which is a location where traditionally the people of Leh did a lot of their trade. Also, the king of Leh used to live there as well.
By the time I reached Shey, I was not sure I was looking for the same thing anymore. Earlier in the day, I wanted answers. Now, I was beginning to wonder if answers were too small for what I was really seeking. Some places do not explain themselves. They do not try to convince you. They simply hold their silence long enough for you to notice your own restlessness. And maybe that was the lesson. Not that the questions disappear, but that I do not have to fight every question just because it has not been answered yet. For a moment, I stopped trying to understand everything. The valley was just there. The mountains, they were just there. And somehow, that was enough. I left with the same questions I came with, but they did not feel as heavy. Maybe nothing had been solved. Maybe something had simply softened. I came looking for answers, but maybe Ladakh was teaching me how to live without needing them so badly.
What a day it was, guys. We went to 3 different monasteries. Well, actually 2 monasteries and 1 Shey Palace that had a monastery built into it. The first one was Hemis Monastery, an incredible spiritual place that just brings so much history back to life, and being there just gave you this sense of awe and also peace, built inside of this mountain range, carved from the mountains itself. It was just an awesome experience to be in there. While I was there, I also saw a couple of monks doing some prayer rites, and was able to sit through that a little bit. In most of these monasteries, you're not allowed to film inside. So I was able to, I'll be able to show what the outside looks like, but it gives you a real sense of what this building of incredible religious and spiritual significance actually means. And you get a sense of that. But of course, being there, there's nothing better than that in terms of just experiencing. Then we went to the Thiksey Monastery. The monastery is itself built on a mountaintop almost 800 years ago, and it was just a spiritual experience. And then lastly, we went to Shey Palace, which was supposed to be a palace for the king of Leh back in, I believe, the 8th century. Don't quote me on that, but that's something that was built at the time. And he built a statue of the Buddha in bronze to commemorate his father and his legacy. There's something about these spiritual places that you can't find anywhere else. These spiritual places bring things within you that you did not know you had. And once you go into the company of this spiritual aura, something within you tickles, something within you wants to express itself. And that's kind of how I felt. Being there in the monasteries, sitting there within the temple, listening to some of the monks, there was this great sense of oneness, togetherness. Buddhism in its tenets preaches or teaches the principle of unity, that we all are the same. Every human being, we're all humans at the end of the day. No matter where you're from, no matter what you look like, we're exactly the same. And our spirits are what that oneness is all about. We all share that oneness together throughout the world. And that really speaks to you when you go into these places, because that oneness comes to display. And for me, that oneness brought about this sense of peace, that no matter where I am and no matter what I'm doing, I'm still part of this one great big universe. And I'm not alone. And everything that I have, that I am, is supported by that greater sense of unity. And that was my takeaway for the day. It just made me feel great, man. Tomorrow is going to be another great day. We're heading out. There's going to be some trekking tomorrow, so it should be another wonderful day. No more monasteries, at least for the next few days, but there's going to be another type of spiritual journey, and that's going to be going out in the wild and being in places that are untamed, untouched in many ways, and experiencing what life can be like that in those places and being part of that incredible journey. I can't wait for it. I'll see you then.